Yes, indeed. Bitcoin is back. All right, baby. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's day is Friday, the 13th of August, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Check it out. Here we go. So starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin BTC, which is a SegWit protocol, centrally owned and controlled by Blockstream. Then we've got Bcrash, which is centrally owned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates. Then we've got Bitcoin, which is BSV, which is the original protocol, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash on the end there. What a joke. So let's have a quick look at these figures on Coolcoin. So we've got hash rate 98.04, network nodes 93.75, transactions 34.16, a block size 2.2. What a joke. So we'll just let our favourite douchebag of Bitcoin now, Peter McCormack, see if he can explain what's going on.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
Yeah, well, what would Satoshi Nakamoto have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
Well, what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
I thought, earn his right back into the project. I just thought you said it's nothing like Bitcoin, it's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. Why would he want anything to do with a project that isn't like the one he designed, which is Bitcoin? This makes no sense whatsoever. So in your opinion, what's this alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Based on consensus, do you know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of a chain of signatures? Did you even bother to read the white paper? I'll give you one more chance to see if you can convince me again.
Into the project, Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Consensus now. SegWit was implemented by Blockstream on the 24th of August 2017, which segregated the signatures on the chain, which meant they were accountable to nobody, which brought it under their centralized control, turning BTC from a commodity to a security, crashing its fundamental value to zero, and bringing it under centralization, which means there is no consensus. You absolute moron. Good grief. So, let's move on to Bcrash. Roger Ver, tell us about your centralized projects and your expectations for it.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those global corporations that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to conduct billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So we've got hash rate 0.3%, network nodes 1.3, but transactions, look at this, 55% of the global network transactions on Bitcoin and 96.7% of the data flowing through the network, all being processed by just 0.3% of the hash rate. This goes to show you what an efficient system Bitcoin really is. So let's have a quick look at these block sizes. But before we do that, we'll have our chat with our main man, Michael Saylor, because he never fails to put me up in the mornings with his enthusiasm. So, Michael, welcome to the show. What do you say to people like Peter McCormack that think that Bitcoin should be like tampered and messed around with and just kind of like changed from how it is?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, well, so do we, Michael. So do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
They do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be $1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. That sounds huge. I mean, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Well, let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain, especially for you, Michael. So starting from the top, just calling out megabytes here. 86, 101, 12, 1, 91, 15, 161, 11, 59, 489, 78, 110, 78, 91, 3, 43, 1, 17, 22, and 12. Wow. I mean, I have seen the columns bigger than that, but I mean, still massive blocks. And Fisher Price Cash, yep, still struggling to get all the blocks over a kilobyte. What a joke. And a B Crash, how many blocks over a megabyte? 1, 2, 2. All right, Warrior. And how many blocks over a megabyte on Corecoin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's it. Oh dear, oh dear. Hilarious. Alright, let's have a look at hash rate. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom, next. Proof of work by network, Corecoin, B Crash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints one day because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. B Crash Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? B Crash Bitcoin proof of work, who cares? It is currently, 13,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than any of these alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will. And it's currently 2.3% more profitable to mine on Corecoin, shows you the competition for Bitcoin. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Oh, look at this. Let's have a look at this proportionally, shall we? Absolutely beautiful. That is called acceleration. Beautiful. So registering an average block size of 52 megabytes there. Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty. And let's go to daily Bitcoin transactions by network. Bitcoin winning. Transactions per block by network. Bitcoin winning. So this is block fees, USD. Block fees, Satoshis. Look at that. Getting more Satoshis in. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is really telling. That's really telling. Like more Satoshis in terms of fees than in the block reward. Ooh. Dear oh dear. Wow. Wow. And daily this is the daily Bitcoin fee to block reward ratio. So it's block fee versus block reward. Look at that. Look at that. Trending in the right direction. Can you spot the genuine Bitcoin? Look at this. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Absolutely parabolic. Let's see how far in front we are now. Whoa, 188 gigabytes in front. Yeah, I think we're going up, maybe just slightly less, but it's about a gigabyte an hour. Roughly, approximately, slightly less, but it will get more. Amazing, just phenomenal is what we're witnessing at the moment. So let's get into the politics then. So global hash rate, or actually before we get into politics, look at this blockchain growth. Size of the growth shows utility. Why is this funny? I'll tell you why. Because Bitcoin mining operations compete to process data transactions on chain. No transactions, no use. No use, no value. No value, no money. The most valuable chain is the chain with the most utility on it. BTCs are utter clowns. And the chain with the most utility on it is the chain that grows the fastest. Look at that. Absolutely massive, honestly. Shitcoiners, shit for brains. So this is a global hash rate, 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. That should look the same as Corecoin, as it's got like over 98% of the hash rate. Yeah. B Crash. Oh, look at that. Let's have a look at the profitability just quickly. That's hilarious. So the profitability on that is so it's only 0.4% more profitable to mine on B Crash. Look at that. And look at all that wasted energy on it. And Antpool just literally keeping the chain alive. Absolutely hilarious. There's no fundamental value in that network whatsoever, just like there's no fundamental value in Corecoin. They're both absolutely and utterly worthless pieces of data. Utter crap. Garbage. So this is Bitcoin via BTC wanting and looking for some reason. Yeah, are they hedging their bets maybe? Because they just don't really understand Bitcoin. I mean, because they're all over the place. I mean, they're mining Fisher Price Cash, they're mining Bitcoin, they're mining B Crash, and they're mining Corecoin as well. I mean, they're a huge miner. Clearly have no idea what they're doing, but trying to get some Bitcoin. But the reason we're trying to kick these shitcoin enterprises off the chain is because the only thing they understand is dollar worshipping and therefore price manipulation, which we will look at now in the short positions. Here we go. Where are we now? Oh, number going up. Oh, still 91% of the shitcoin dirty traders shorting it. Absolutely hilarious. And core coin. Here we go. So where are we now? What are the short positions? Oh, 4.7. 4.7. That's quite a lot when you consider the entire market cap of core coin. Really, that is actually quite a lot. That's more than the 24-hour trade volume. 24-hour trade volume is only 2.5%, and yet we've got a short ratio of 4.7. We know it's coming. Oh yeah. All right, let's have a look at Bitcoin blocks live. Here we go. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being broadcast and recognized by the nodes on the network. And they're recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast, because Bitcoin is an ultra small world Mandela network. It just simply means as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to 0, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks. It is absolutely phenomenal. So once the transactions being broadcast to the network are recognized by more than 50% of the nodes, which is instantly, they're then thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. Look at these blocks. Look at that. Look at that. That was, what was the block size? 749. Look at that. So in the highlighted rectangular box below that, we've got the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, the size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees in a block. So maybe if we go to block height, is this going to take us to block... Oh, what's on chain? Oh, it takes us to what's on chain. Great stuff. So we can see all the information now. Love it, love it. Thank you very much for that. Bitcoin blocks live, loving that. There we go. I bet the hash will probably take us to what's on chain as well. Yes, it does. Beautiful, beautiful. Love that. All right, so while we're here, just check out charts quickly for any movers and shakers. I think D-Drive will still be storming out ahead on its own. Yeah, but we're just waiting for others to join it. They will do one day. So do you honestly think a network like BTC that can only do maybe 4 to 7 transactions per second, if all the stars in the universe align, was meant to service and economically sustain all of this lot? Every time I look at this, it blows my mind, and it makes me realize just how stupid that narrative really is. It's absolutely, this is the backbone of the world's new global financial system. It is absolutely phenomenal. Finally, we have a commodity money. The commodity just happens to be the most valuable commodity on earth, with it providing data sovereignty. Yes, indeed, sovereignty over our money, sovereignty over our information. Absolutely phenomenal. And let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Where are we now on the entire CMC? So it looks like we got 12.1% of the overall transactions on the market, but we know that XRP and Ethereum are absolutely, utterly, fundamentally worthless. So what we'll do now is we'll just have a listen to David Schwartz, the Chief Strategy Officer, or the Chief Technical Officer at Ripple Labs, explaining that XRP is fundamentally worthless and utter garbage.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply of 100 billion XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
And remind me to go and have a look up the economic theory of being sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. Love it. And Ethereum being a security.
You just described some crypto as securities. Which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token,
start the Ether presale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether presale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether, where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%, and then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
Absolutely brilliant. And let's have a quick look at the transactions 24 hours, just because I love this chart so much. We'll do 3 months. We'll add XRP in there just for lulz. Here we go, and then we can extend that out. We are coming for you. We are coming for you. Look at all these transactions on XRP. They're trying to make themselves look relevant. What an absolute joke that is. As we just discovered, XRP and Ethereum are fundamentally worthless. So let's have a look at the scaling test network. Let's have a look at this. So 4.4 gigabytes, biggest block on the scaling test network so far. Yes, absolutely amazing. And BSV data, let's have a look at this. Hey, here we go. So daily data size, that's what we want. We are back in business. Look at this. So MetaNet protocol producing 3.6 gigabytes and Meta ID producing 3.6. Good grief. That is 7.2 gigabytes just from those two protocols in 24 hours. 7.2. Absolutely sensational. Do we get to look at applications as well? Oh, here we go. Applications. So that's over a month. Oh, here we go. So excellent. We've got the stats here. So daily size of crypto fights still at 397 megabytes. Wow, I mean that's good. That's way in front, considerably way in front of all the other applications. Amazing. And let's have a look at trends.cash. There we go. So TDXP at macking it hard, 65% of the overall apps ranking by money spent, apps ranking by performed actions, Meta something or other, and then ones that we don't know, and then Router SV and all that. I mean, look, just stay tuned. We eventually will find out what all of these things are, and they will just grow exponentially overnight. Very exciting times. And let's have a look at CryptoQuant. Here we go. Just goes to show you that the exchanges were indeed cashing out all of last year, as they have been this year as well, which caused a squeeze in the liquidity, but the huge amounts of Tether printing caused a massive spike in the price, creating this huge bubble. And look, the exchanges have been cashing out again, which is why Tether has done a huge amount of printing to counteract the selling. It cannot be sustained. It's absolutely... Look, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't say we didn't try to warn you if you're a shitcoiner. And what's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 81 megabytes. Loving that. Look at all these juicy transactions loading up. Absolutely fantastic. And let's have a look at what's on chain. Oh, it's Joho's meme pool even. Here we go. So this is what a memory pool should look like. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. What it's not meant to look like is BTC Core Coin SegWit protocol that's been purposely restricted and replaced by fee implementers and all that, which basically means it's completely unpredictable and an absolute nightmare. You can never tell when your transaction is going to be confirmed. It's absolutely insane. Look at the shapes. Look, absolutely ridiculous. But we can see the effect that it's had on TX Street. And while we're looking at this, we'll have a quick chat with Adam Back, the CEO of Blockstream, who's centrally going to control BTC, and find out his expectations of a payment network.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. You know, if you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. I'm not waiting 4 hours just to not pay a priority fee on a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, you fool. So look at this. The median fee, 54 cents. What a joke that is on Ethereum. We've got the median transfer fee, $2.59. Absolutely insane. How do you respond to that, Vitalik?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, really? So what's $2.59 then? Crazy. And let's have a look at our own issues here with the printing of money. Tell us, what do we know about that?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
And that's exactly what we're witnessing here. It's really not looking good. And if you're wondering why they're going around trying to jab us all, that's your answer right there. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it today? CoinGecko, look at that number going up. Let's have a look at this. Are we feeling good? 71%. Loving that. Come on, come on. And BitPing, here we go. So remember, Bitcoin is BitPing runs on the Bitcoin network, which means it's the only network that is up fully 24/7, which means it can monitor the downtime of all these other networks. Absolutely beautiful. Money flow power, 81 cents, looking good. And the morning run, oh dear, what are you doing? Look at this 24-hour trade volume, $10,629. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these shitcoin tokens are doing. Bitcoin BSV literally is the world's first and only true digital commodity. Makes us the only one that's got any fundamental value. And we've had 404,959 purchases of that in the last 24 hours. Very good. Let's have a look at the depth chart quickly. Oh, $160. A bit of arbitrage there between Prev and the top left of the screen frame and the depth chart on Live Coin Watch. But oh, looks like numbers going up. Let's have a look at the depth chart. So we've got 4.7 million asks versus 4.1 million bids. I'm looking for both these numbers to go absolutely parabolic soon. Crazy. All right, and let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Oh, upsy downs in the candles. And Core Coin versus USD. Oh, I wonder if there's been a tether print or just dirty traders doing their thing. Price has gone down, number go down, number go up, trying to out-trade each other. And let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Core Coin. Oh, trending sideways. Let's have a look at that over 7 days. Oh, look, it's been trending sideways. 1 month. Oh, just struggling over the month. 3 months. Oh, it's had a fall from grace. But that's kind of like where I got in. Ooh. Being a naughty trader. Only on TDXP app. Remember, dirty traders can be unsullied on TDXP app. And let's have a look at the entire CMC. So Core Coin at 46,400. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Where are we? Remember, all of these worthless bits of data are utterly, fundamentally worthless. They have no value whatsoever. Bitcoin 161. Remember, this entire market will come flooding into Bitcoin, which is BSV. And the trade volume, 10% would be 4.6, which means that is just over 3%. Just over 3% now this morning. All right. At the very thin ice shelf that these shitcoiners are skating on, they have no idea. Dear, oh dear. Let's have a look at YouTube. So current subscribers 622. Oh, moving in the right direction. That was got an extra 2 in the last day, 24 hours. Thank you very much. Please remember to like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoy the content that I produce. You know, gonna try and chase the Bitcoin SV channel. You know, a bit of friendly competition never hurt anybody. Should be fun and games. And let's have a look at Streamanity. 304 followers, made 60 cents on yesterday's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And Twitch stats, so let's have a look at how much I've made on here so far. $130, try making that on Twitter. And 424 followers, following 46. Let's have a look at new Twitch signups over a 24-hour period on Acorn Stack. How long ago was this? What, 16 hours ago? New users? 43! Excellent. Moving in the right direction. Loving that. And Mama Bitcoin has her tweet doing. Ruth Eastman, what are we on now? 1,090. Here we go. 1,091. And oh, look at that. They took it away. That's outrageous. That is outrageous. That's why we need Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Censorship's out. Shocking. Shocking. Let's look at Arman Satoshi. How is he doing? Still 80,000 followers. Come on. Loving that. And should we bother with stablecoin printer knowing that the silverfish have got their claws into them? It's outrageous. This 10th of August, you know, we're going to have to look at well alerts. Don't believe it. Right, let's see what's happened over the last 24 hours then. So 6 minutes, 11 minutes, 13 minutes, 18 minutes. What's this, 36 minutes ago? USDC, 74 million. Why not? What a joke. 4 hours, 5 hours. Yeah, come on. I want to see any big printers. 11 hours, 16 hours, 17 hours. Lots of movements there. 19 hours, 20. Still no big prints. 22. What's this? 66 million USDC. Why not? And there we go. 24 hours. Excellent stuff. Right date. Right people. Looks like we're up to date with the figures. Yeah, a bit of an extended show today. Gonna have to go back and edit this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch. Forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to